Hello, I'm teacher Naomi, and today I'm going to be talking to teacher Dan. Dan recently needed some extra time off from teaching due to some health issues. Wales English supported him through his whole journey, and he is here to tell us about the personal touch that he felt from Wales English. Hi Dan, it's lovely to have you here today.
Oh, hello, Naomi. Great to see you.
Dan, would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. I'm from Brisbane in Queensland, Australia, and I've taught ESL, English as a Second Language, for about 3 years. I started teaching in Thailand, and then I started teaching in China, in Jinan, in Shandong province. And I taught at a kindergarten there in 2019. Before the pandemic, and then after the pandemic I came home and started teaching with Wales English, and I've been with Wales ever since.
So how did you find the transition from teaching in a kindergarten to teaching online?
Well, it's a lot different because in a kindergarten I would teach up to 30 students, and often they would want to do hands-on activities like touching the screen. We used audio courseware, whereas with Wales English, it's online obviously, and I teach the students in pairs. So I have to be a little bit more creative with my class ideas, like I use whiteboards, props, flashcards. It's a little bit different the way I approach the classes, but I also think the online approach can be better for bringing out the best individual strengths of the students, because I can tailor the class specifically for the students' needs a little better when there's only two of them.
I know that you needed some time off, Dan. What did you need that for?
Well, last year I had some big health problems. When I came home from China, I started sleeping for a long time, which was really strange. I started sleeping for like 14 hours each day. So I had a blood test done, and that blood test showed that I had strange proteins in my blood. And then I was diagnosed with something called multiple myeloma, which is blood cancer or bone marrow cancer. So after that diagnosis, I started getting chemotherapy, and I had that for about 8 months. After the chemotherapy, I was expected to have a stem cell transplant. This is just a normal procedure for someone with my condition, but I needed to have 3 weeks of hospitalization for that to occur. So that's what I did earlier this year, and last year it was a very difficult year.
I'm really sorry to hear about your experience. Are you okay now?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. I'm managing my condition. I have to sort of live clean and eat well and exercise. But yeah, all things considered, the procedure went well, and I'm doing well now. Yeah.
You seem very bright and very positive about your experience.
Well, yeah, I think you've got to be positive. You've got to be mentally strong and focused to get through all of the difficulties that come with having this illness. And having my Wales classes each day it can be really fun and great to interact with the students, and it really has helped me deal with all of my health problems.
I'm glad to hear that. Wales English teachers are allowed 3 to 14 consecutive days of long leave every 6 months. But Dan, you needed longer than that, so how did you approach it?
Yeah, that's right. I needed about 3 weeks to have my stem cell transplant, and I knew that was coming up in March 2021. I knew several months in advance, so it was very nerve-wracking, and but it gave me time to organise my long service leave with Wales, and I went on the portal and I selected the time frame I wanted. But it exceeded the maximum time frame by about 4 days. So that's when I contacted my TC Leo, who's been very helpful towards me throughout my whole time at Wales, and he gave me some email address contacts in the admin, and they were able to approve that long service leave when I sent them some supporting documents. And that both the admin and Leo were very helpful, and they put a good personal touch on things, which was very impressive.
I like how you mentioned the personal touch there, and you seem very fond of your TC Leo.
Yeah, he's been great. He always responds quickly, and he's helped me resolve some minor issues occasionally. And I like how the Wales portal, the Wales staff, they use a personal touch. They don't use an automated system, and it makes me feel more respected as a teacher when they can resolve issues in such a professional and rapid manner like they do.
It's wonderful to hear about your experience with Wales English and how they positively supported you through your experience. Thank you so much for talking to me today, Dan, and sharing your story.
Yeah, no problem, Naomi. It was great to see you.
Great to meet you too.